This is another warning. Do not play Grand Theft Auto Online right now. There are crazy hacks and exploits out there. We talked about this a couple of days ago, that there were new remote crash and kick exploits out in the wild where you could essentially be crashed in single player or in any GTA Online lobby. It could be invite only, it could be friends, it could be crew. The cheater doesn't have to be in the session, and the only way to protect you from these exploits is if you used a firewall to block the connections. Now, Rockstar did jump on this quick. They were aware of the situation and were working to address it, but because we were in the holiday season, it was probably going to take the developers a couple of days. Well, the other day, we actually got our first update since the holiday break. We saw updates on the QA Live build and Steam database page. It's a security patch to address these exploits, and it should be released soon. However, there is bad news. Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2 said this: "In other news, Rockstar continues to update the list of detected signatures this month. Updated last week and yesterday as well. Unfortunately, the cheating scene is steps ahead of Rockstar. The two popular mod menus Rockstar is trying to target already bypass the signature scanner. Rockstar needs a kernel-level anti-cheat to step up their game. What's more concerning about the new remote crash is how the game establishes a remote connection with another player in single player. Plus, the way the remote kick works is by abusing the game mechanics for kicking players when someone has connection issues. The remote part of the exploit is definitely going to be patched, but the in-session part, not so much. You can see the trajectory of where this is heading." And just touching on that last part first, it's essentially a giant game of cat and mouse with Rockstar and these hackers. Rockstar patch one method, the mouse finds another method. And that's basically what's happening here, is the mod menus that people are using, they're already bypassing the signature scanner. Rockstar would have to way up their game. And even if they do manage to take out these hackers with the remote part of the exploit, the in-session part, they probably have no control over. So this is just really bad news. I think Rockstar is going to have to put basically all hands on deck, or at least all GTA Online hands on deck here, to try and stop this sort of thing, because that means playing Grand Theft Auto Online has become dangerous. It really is scary that hackers can do so much, and if they're able to do that, who knows what else they could potentially do. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, but for now, I think it's best to just avoid Grand Theft Auto Online. I mean, this is really scary. Now, there was more follow-up to that, as someone ended up saying, yeah, so cheaters will not only be able to crash your game, but also have the ability to brick your whole system. Sounds good to me. And insider Tez Funds 2 said, just to clarify, the source code of the game isn't going to run on the kernel. Any piece of code that receives data from remote players and execute isn't going to have kernel-level access, which shouldn't be a thing in the first place. Therefore, a remote player won't be able to brick your system. The common approach would be like every other popular anti-cheat, EAC, BattlEye, etc. Rockstar comes up with a kernel-level driver containing anti-cheat related code. The rest of the game is user-level. In this case, only the signature scanner, which reads your memory and detects cheat signatures, should be included within the driver. A fair safety concern would be the risk of a flaw within the scanner. That would be something that can brick your system. So that's even more scary. And I'm not even going to pretend to know like I have any real knowledge of like how this whole thing works. That's way above my education level. But I do know bricking your system, that does not sound good. The fact that someone even remotely has the ability to do that is pretty scary stuff. So I just want you guys to be careful out there, because what a huge pain that would be. Not only to just not be able to play Grand Theft Auto Online, to keep getting hacked and crashed, but then the next thing you know, your system and your computer breaks. Like, that's ridiculous. That's having real life impacts, and I really just don't see that as worth it right now. Rockstar has to get a handle on this. And what's scary is so many people are continuing to play the brand new DLC. Some interesting facts about how many people have played the new Los Santos Drug Wars update. 300,000 players played the new Drug Wars DLC, both on release day and the day after, and the count increased by 1,143,203 players after a week and 2 days, reaching 1.5 million. Now it's at 2.7 million players, so that count has increased by 105,000 since 2 days ago. So long story short, players are continuing to play Grand Theft Auto Online more than ever. And so because of that, everyone just needs to be really, really careful out here. And apparently this whole problem is all caused by the content that Rockstar only has on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S. Because this is typically happening on PC, and PC still doesn't have this content, this is what's causing the problem. According to WildBrick142, data miner and insider, they ended up saying this wouldn't have been a problem if they hadn't stubbed all of the E&E content on PC, for whatever reason. Also, for the same reason, the 5 E&E cars, like the S95, the Pfister Astron Custom, those can be spawned by cheaters on top of any player, which will cause their games to crash because the game doesn't like those files either. So unfortunately, it is incredibly easy for hackers to do this sort of thing. And from what little modding in single player I do on GTA 5 to sort of spawn in some of the unreleased cars, customize them, show you some of the hidden features, secret details and whatnot, it's really easy to spawn cars in. Like that's like the bare minimum that you can do. So because of that, it is just making it a total disaster for players on the PC. And it is really causing an absolute ton of trouble. And unfortunately, Rockstar doesn't go about announcing when we're actually going to be getting a fix like this. In fact, really the only thing they're doing right now on social media, at least when I'm recording this video, is promoting the fact that they have new community series out, which according to them are some of the most inventive player-created GTA Online jobs out there, offering 2 times money and RP. And obviously, people were not super thrilled when Rockstar put out that announcement because they're like, you need to talk about something else. You either need to talk about what you're going to do next or fix GTA Online in its current state right now. And I'll actually leave a link in the description to someone that has created the easiest way to stop these hackers from getting to you. It actually comes from a user, Speedier AU. Apparently, their program has a new update. I'll leave a link to it in the description. It's specifically for Grand Theft Auto Online and for being able to play, and its last update happened on January 10th, which is pretty recent. So if you guys are interested in that, again, I'll leave a link to it in the description. But sort of wrapping up right now, Grand Theft Auto is kind of like the wild, wild west right now. You can have people crash you in single player, multiplayer, whether you're in the session, not in the session. It's really dangerous out there, so you have been warned. Do not play Grand Theft Auto Online, or I should say play at your own risk, because there's some pretty serious stuff that can happen to you and that can happen to your player. But anyways, that is all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.